And I just started to notice there's this attitude that vegans have towards, they call us meat eaters. And I'm like, I could care less about what somebody else do. You do what you do. I'm not here to judge nobody. And I saw that vegan community was very judgmental. Number one, I'm not getting stronger. Number two, I'm not putting on enough muscle mass. I'm lifting heavy. I go to the gym 5-6 days out the week. I'm very active, highly active individual. Compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, overhead press, bent over rows, you name it. I'm doing everything. And I'm noticing that I'm just stalling in the gym. Yeah, I'm in the gym pushing all this weight, but my body, I'm softer. Like, what is going on? Peace, fam. It's your girl, Jazz Avantí, tapping in. In this video, I'm going to be explaining why I went from vegan to carnivore. Okay, and within this video, I'm going to be explaining a couple of different factors. Number one, what ignited me to go vegan. Number two, my gym performance. And number three, my overall experience doing both diets, right? Vegan and now carnivore. Let's get into it. So what ignited me? It was the summer of 2023. I think it was June of 2023. And I was going through a lot. It was more so spiritual for me, right? I did not do this for physical purposes. I wasn't trying to lose a bunch of weight. It wasn't like that for me. It was mainly a spiritual thing. I was going through a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of emotional turmoil. I did a lot of praying, fasting. During that time, I really needed to get back in tune with the Most High. And one day I'm looking at this podcast, and the host of the podcast, he was speaking about how us melanated beings, we all should be frugivores. And he was just going down the line, going down the history on, since Adam and Eve. And I'm like, I don't have anything to lose. I need to try this out. And just by me praying, fasting, meditating, Most High put it on my spirit to do this. I'll never forget this day. While I was watching this podcast, I was literally preparing my meal prep. I had some thin, like, chicken cutlets. And in my spirit, I'm like, I don't need to be eating this. I got this podcast playing the whole time I'm prepping my chicken. I just didn't feel right. So I threw the chicken away. And from right then, I went cold turkey. Now, let me say this. My first walk, right? I was looking at a lot of people doing the raw fruits and vegetables cleanse. So that's what really got me into it. I said, you know what? Let me do a fast. Let me do fruits and raw vegetables for 30 days. And I made a video about that, and you can check that video right here. But going through that 30 days, I felt amazing. I felt more connected than ever. What really sealed the deal for me, when it was time for my cycle to come, I did not feel a cramp. I didn't feel not one cramp. When my cycle come, don't bother me, especially like the couple of 2-3 days, do not bother me. I don't go to the gym those 2 days. I just rest. I make sure my body takes a break, because I'm constantly moving, constantly in the gym. My cramps were non-existent. I said, oh yeah, I'm sold. Let's run it. Now, as I'm going along this vegan journey, I'm watching a lot of vegan content creators. I'm watching a lot of vegan podcasts, and just really engulfing my brain behind this new lifestyle that I'm in, right? And I just started to notice there's this certain attitude that vegans have towards, they call us meat eaters. And I'm like, I'm not in it for that. Like, I could care less about what somebody else do. You do what you do. I'm not here to judge nobody. And I saw that vegan community was very judgmental, but I'm not going to get on here and talk about that. I'm going to just talk about my experience. I started to notice that, and I'm like, I really don't resonate with being a vegan per se. I just don't eat meat or dairy. That was my whole thing. Within the gym, right, I'm noticing, number one, I'm not getting stronger. Number two, I'm not putting on enough muscle mass. I'm lifting heavy. I go to the gym 5-6 days out the week. I'm very active, highly active individual. Compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, overhead press, bent over rows, you name it. I'm doing everything. And I'm noticing that I'm just stalling in the gym. And also I started to notice that all of my meals were just heavy carb loaded. I previously said that when I first went vegan after the 30-day cleanse, I started to doing your processed impossible meat patties and things like that. Once I noticed that that's really not the food, vegan food, that's just ultra processed stuff. I kicked that out of my diet, right? And I started to implement more whole foods like lentils, chickpeas, mushrooms, things of that sort. And I noticed that, yeah, although those things have protein in them, they're heavy carb loaded too. So it's like, yeah, I'm in the gym pushing all this weight, but my body, I'm softer. Like, what is going on? It's like, I am not putting on no muscle mass at all. I love lifting. I love getting stronger. I love putting on muscle mass. And once I started to see my gym performance tank, I'm like, nah, I gotta do something. So the turning point was when I was in the gym. I'll never forget this. I was in the gym, leg day. I'm on the rack doing back squats, and I failed 205. That's like 205, and I failed the rep. I said, you know what? Nah, I have to do something different. I need to kickstart my metabolism somehow. I need to figure out how I need to put my body through a shock. I need to go on a bulk. I need to incorporate some lean meats back into my nutrition. I need to do something. My goal is to become the best that I can be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And I'm like, although I'm feeling amazing internally, I'm feeling connected, in my head, I feel like I'm still sliding myself. I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere within my gym performance. So I'm like, although I'm making progression in my internal health, my emotional health, I'm not getting nowhere physically. And also I'm not getting nowhere mentally too, because that took a toll on my mental. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not really getting nowhere. Jazz, like, you can do better. I'm a very critical person over myself. I am my biggest critic, and I was like, we need to reassess some things. So just went back to the drawing boards, right? Went back to the drawing boards, and I'm looking at different things that people are going through on YouTube, and I came across carnivore. And I think it was the Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan talked about his experience on carnivore, and when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me just see how it does. So I went, I got me some steaks, I got me some chicken, and I got me some fish, I got me some eggs, right? And I did that for 1 week. And at the end of the week, I'm like, I'm enjoying this. Protein heavy. I said, you know what? Let me go on a bulk. Let me go on a bulk. Let me only consume protein. Let me only do steak, eggs, fish, chicken. I'm getting stronger in the gym. I'm pushing hella weight, right? I'm back on 225 on the squats, light work, right? 315 with the box squats. Don't play. I started to feel like, okay, we getting somewhere in the gym. All this hard work I'm putting in, I'm actually getting some results from this now. Although I felt amazing internally with the vegan, in the gym, my performance tanked. And when my performance tanked, it messed with my mental. So I said, you know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. I'm not bound to one thing. If I feel like I need to go back on a cleanse or something, do some raw fruits and veggies, I can do that. If I feel like I want to do carnivore, I can do that. I'm gonna say this, if you on this video, if you feel like you gonna judge or write some hateful stuff in the comments, you might as well just save it, because it ain't gonna do nothing for me. You got some hating comments, man, get a life. Post something on your own YouTube, man. Get off my page, period. I just wanted to explain why I chose to go from vegan to carnivore. Now, currently to this day, I'm starting to incorporate carbs now. So right now I got some purple yams. I'm doing that. I haven't been doing rice because rice keep that extra little layer of fat. I'm really trying to cut up now. So I went to the end of August 2024 all the way to December 2024. That was my bulk. I did vegan from June 2023 all the way up to the beginning of August 2024, so a little over a year. And like I said, I gained, immensely from it. Spiritually, emotionally, I felt like it served its purpose. And now going into this new season, I'm switching things up in the gym now. I'm not doing a lot of ego lifting now, but that's another topic for I'm gonna make another video on that. But now I'm focusing on more calisthenic work, my pull-ups, push-ups, dips, my squats, lunges, things like that. Not upright rows, inverted rows. So doing things like that, really getting used to moving my body weight, right? So I'm feeling amazing with this. Listen, if you are thinking about going vegan, or if you're thinking about going carnivore, go for it. Do your own due diligence and do what resonates with your spirit. I'm just here to share my experience. And if someone can gain some value from this, then I've done my part. That's my story on why I went from vegan to carnivore. And if you enjoyed this video, like this video, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. I want to say peace, love, and light to all my new subscribers. The page is definitely growing. I'm going to keep on pushing out this fire content. All things health, wellness, fitness, finances, and just leveling up, all right? Once again, it's your girl, Avantí, and I'm out. Love.